And we are live. Hello, everyone. A pleasure to have you today for our new members presentation. You know how it works. The idea is, the Blockchain Game Alliance. We are having more and more members willing to share knowledge, ideas to try to collaborate with each other to grow this blockchain gaming ecosystem together. And the idea, obviously, is to bring awareness about what they do and who they are. And actually, today, that's the whole purpose of these new members presentation. So what you will see during this new members presentation, you will be able to have a presentation for each one of them, a 10-minute presentation. So without any further ado, I would like to ask Sally if you're ready to take the stage.
Yeah, thank you. Hello from Hanoi. And I am Sally, Head of Global Accounts from Ecos Technology. Thank you so much for the opportunity. So we are a technology company that has been in the market for 4 years. And it's our honor and it's our pleasure to be a member of Blockchain Game Alliance. I hope that this is going to be an opportunity for all of us to share some insightful information, share with each other some very exciting game projects, and also the best practices from each other. Okay, allow me to share my screen to give you a little bit introduction about our company. Hope that everyone's seeing my screen now.
Yes, we can see it.
Yeah. So Eclipse Technology is a Web3 gaming and software development company. We were, like I said, officially founded in 2018. So we've been in the market for 4 years, and we're now having 200 engineers, all working from our headquarters in Vietnam. But we also have two other offices in Japan and also in the United States. And in the past 2 years, we've been recognized as the top B2B service provider in the IT industry by Clutch, and also the top blockchain development house and the top mobile app development house in Vietnam by our clients' review on Good Firms. What set us apart from any other development houses out there is that we're focused on what we're good at. And we always try to provide end-to-end solution to any clients, even if they want to us to help with a component or the entirety of their Web3 game projects. We also have the know-how and practice in providing complete blockchain integration solution to any game project, and we make sure that we deliver all of our projects in a very timely manner. For example, with an NFT marketplace, blockchain integration for one game, it takes us a few weeks only to complete it. And last but not least, we strongly focus on consultation, advisory, and especially technical support to make sure that our clients' projects are successful. And with 200 engineers from Vietnam, we provide not only the end-to-end Web3 game development from advisory to game art. We have some very good game artists who are among the top game artists in Vietnam, game design to game development, and of course other supporting services that help projects with their blockchain development and building every component in their ecosystem, including staking or vesting portal, launchpad, NFT marketplace of cards, and DAO governance rewards, and um, sometimes with content creation like white paper, page deck, and landing page as well. So we have an in-house game team of 30 people who are 2D, 3D artists, also animation specialists, game designer, especially game developers and blockchain developers that work on the most popular technology stack that can be applied in a game, right? And apart from that, we also have assisting projects in their development roadmap with different components in their ecosystem. So we also have other teams that work on, developing web application, mobile application, and other part of their ecosystem. So let me introduce to you some of our outstanding projects that we have helped to build. So Monstera is a free-to-play to earn multi-team game that revolves around farming, property building, and battling using magical creatures. We help Monstera to do game arts and also help them to integrate blockchain into their games. MetaCity is a 3D simulated metaverse city in which users can build their own city and contribute to the city plan approved by DAO. We help MetaCity to integrate blockchain into their platform and also develop the game. I don't know if you guys have heard about Age of God. But Age of God is a very outstanding game project, which is a casual action card game where players can play, trade NFTs, and earn with the game ecosystem. We help them to build different components in their ecosystem, including the vesting portal that help the projects to distribute tokens to their community, which are thousands of users. We also help them to build their NFT marketplace and also integrate blockchain into their game. Battle Saga is a futuristic decentralized NFT game that will help them to do game design and game arts. Here's another game, which is TPS Survival mobile game. We built with Unreal Engine, and we help them to develop the NFT marketplace, NFT renting feature, and also integrating blockchain into their game. So here's some example of some of our game arts, including 3D characters design, gameplay design, game development. We do work on some mini-game casual game development as well. The teams currently work on building a mini-game platform that apply cryptocurrency in their payment system. Here's some example of the 3D modeling that our game artists made. And of course, apart from that, we also help projects to do different components in their ecosystem, like I mentioned earlier. So NFT Marketplace is something that we built a lot in the past few months. Niftyfy is our own NFT marketplace that are very similar to Shopify. We built this marketplace and we raised 2.5 million in the previous round. The marketplace is now serving more than 14,000 users from around the world and are running on BNB chain, Polygon, Ethereum, and Cardano. Of course, staking is a very necessary feature in every ecosystem. We also build a number of launchpad platforms. Vesting portal is very important, especially for projects that have huge community, to help them to distribute tokens to their early round investor. We also have a mobile team, so we have developed a couple of crypto wallet projects, cross-chain bridge, as you know, to bridge token from between blockchain networks. And also crypto exchange. We've been working on a couple of centralized and decentralized exchanges. So as you can see that we've been working on a diversity of projects and we have our own in-house game team that can help to do everything that a game project needs. And we also focus on the quality of our development and technical support to make sure that our clients are successful with their projects. And here are some feedback from our beloved clients. And I'm very happy to share with you this introduction. Let me know if you have any question and feel free to book a call with me so that we can explore future opportunities that we can collab. Thank you.
That's awesome. Thank you very much, Sally. It's quite impressive, the range of services that you have and the kind of opportunity in terms of tech that you could offer to blockchain games. And I obviously saw what you did for the marketplace for Age of Gods, and it was very interesting to see how you help them with the metadata as well they have, especially in their marketplace. So yes, thank you again. Very happy to have you as a member.
Thank you.
I will ask. It's going to be Brandon. Brandon, if you're ready to share your presentation as well.
I am ready. Let me move to the
Perfect.
slides and click slideshow.
Here you go. Perfect. I can see
Amazing.
this.
Thanks. Cool. Well, yes, very excited to speak to everyone today about the project I've been working on for a little over a year now, called Myria. So we're attempting to make it easy for studios that might not have the requisite knowledge in the Web3 space to unlock the potential of blockchain games. I'm new to the games space specifically, but I've been in blockchain for a decade now. Got my start in the Bitcoin world in 2012-13 timeframe, and then drifted into the enterprise side and have been doing a number of different things in the blockchain ecosystem since then. But we were not short on experience on the game side as well. One of my co-founders in our CTO was the director of technology at Ubisoft before coming on board with Myria. He was also the co-founder of a studio that was acquired by 2K. We also have Ivan Fortunov, who's our VP of gaming. He's been the design lead at the likes of Ubisoft, Gameloft, and Crazy Labs. And then on the marketing front, we have Gina, who's been at Coca-Cola in the Web2 space and Microsoft as well. And then in Web3, most recently, she's been at Oasis Network. So we definitely have the requisite experience. And just on a personal note, I'd say that I've been in a lot of different blockchain verticals so far, and I think that games really might be the one. And obviously, we're all here, so we probably believe the same, but I'm more confident than ever that games could be the one that brings mass adoption that we've all been after for a long time. What is Myria doing to sort of allow studios to unlock the potential of blockchain games? Well, three things. The primary thing that we're focusing on now is the third and listed there, the highlighted bit. So an easy to use suite of developer tools. So that, again, Web2 studios who may not have the knowledge and aren't interested in acquiring it about how to build a Web3 game can use our APIs. Every modern developer knows how to integrate with an API, so they can use our API-first approach and get all of the nice Web3 functionality that you'd expect. So the ability to mint NFTs, the ability to launch and manage a token, and then also an ability to white label our marketplace functionality, as well as our wallet. But of course, we can do that only if we have the supporting pieces in place. So when we started Myria, we looked around the market and thought, first of all, that there wasn't really a purpose-fit scaling solution. Of course, there were scaling solutions out there, but we didn't think there was one that was tailored perfectly well to gaming. And so to that end, we built our own layer 2 scaling solution, ZK Rollup, or Validity Rollup, if you want to be more accurate, on top of Ethereum with Starkware. So that gives the nice benefits that you'd expect for a layer 2 these days, the super high transaction throughput and zero gas fees for the end user. So very happy about that, and it ultimately supports our offering. And then we also have had experience, myself especially. I was in trade finance right before games, where we were constantly selling to sort of innovation teams at large institutions, and we were never getting good feedback about the tools that we were building, or often it was difficult to. So we decided to build a game and in the future more games in-house in order to give feedback about the developer suite that we're building. So we know for sure that we're building something which has value, because at least we have one customer internally that's using it. So I'll talk you through a bit more about what that flagship game will look like in a bit. We've seen some really good traction since go live in August. So we've had, in fact, 220 plus projects, the bulk of which you'll see listed here, and 1 million plus users on the end user side. And the important bit here is, okay, I said that we had automatically the one customer in our own studio, but all of these projects have begun. Of course, they're at different stages of development, but they've all begun the journey of integrating in some capacity with our solutions. And so we're getting really good feedback about what we need to improve on and what we need to add when it comes to features in order to support these projects into production, which, by the way, is something we're really focused on here at Myria. We've seen good tooling when it comes to getting these games to production, but then when it comes to the operational side and even the game-specific stuff, there's a bit of a market gap, and so we want to really help on that front also. And then, as I said, it's not just been on the sort of business front that we've made some serious traction, but also when it's come to our L2 itself, nearly 500,000 NFTs minted and traded, over 1 million registered users, and thousands of new Myria wallets created since go live, with a member list of over 300,000. So yeah, excited about the traction so far, and we think that's in large part because of what we've done to make it easy to come integrate with us. So if you're game building and you need some advice or you need a way to go live quickly, definitely come talk to us. But then, of course, we're talking about games, so I will say a bit about our internal studio, which I've mentioned already. So the idea for the studio was, of course, to provide good feedback for our dev tools, but we also know that there's a lack of quality, really high quality, AAA quality games in the Web3 ecosystem. And so we thought being able to prove out our technology by building world-class games in a way that they are sustainable products that are balanced economies, which has not been necessarily the case for a lot of games. We thought that would be an excellent way to prove what we're doing on the dev suite front. So then, what's the first game we're doing? It's Meta Rush. It's a multiverse racing game, sort of in the spirit of other multiplayer racing or racing games that have been out there, such as Fall Guys, but built natively within the Web3 context. So just a bit about what that game is. Each match starts with a horde of players who get eliminated as they go through the obstacles, and then players continue in rounds with increasing difficulty until there's only one player left standing. So again, what you'd expect in terms of plot from a multiplayer racing game, but we think we're improving on sort of that narrative in some interesting ways. So it's multiverse racing, which in itself we think is quite cool, but I'm running low on time, so I will jump to the next and just talk about our core pillars quickly. So it's sort of a fun and chaotic game, fun being maybe the primary and key pillar of it all. We want this game to be played sort of course, there's the earning component as a part of it, but the fun aspect is crucial for us. And then multiplayer, playing with friends, we think always does better, and it has a much better use case for blockchain than sort of single player games or games where there are less involvement with others. And then we want it to be aesthetically pleasing. So we spend a lot of time on the art, and all the art you see here is been designed by our in-house art teams, and will be part of the alpha release when that comes soon. I won't make specific dates, or my studio team will get mad at me, but it's coming quite soon, and we're excited to have it out there. We have a couple different biomes already, the Nebula and the Alien Jungle, and we'll have another to be determined quite soon. Here's another awesome picture, I think, of the art that we've worked on as an internal team. And lots more to come here. And again, just some quick pictures of the concept art. But we hope that if you're interested, you'll get in touch and join our community, join our Discord, and be ready for it when it comes out. And as I already mentioned, if you're building a game and you'd like some help, definitely come talk to us, because that's our focus, is helping games become Web3 games and get into production. So yeah. That's Myria. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, thank you very much, Brendan. Actually, it will be our pleasure to have you for our demo day when we invite our members to showcase on live their games. So actually, Meta Rush could be a very fun way to show the game when it will be released, for sure, with the alpha. So it will be fun. So thanks again. We love to have the opportunity to capitalize on all the ecosystem that you've built with Miria, and have you as a member of the BGA is pretty cool as well. So again, thanks for the presentation and welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Happy to be here.
So, Alex, I know that we have a very important game in a few hours, but we're not here to talk about soccer. I would say football, to be very accurate, but to talk about HE. So, hi, Alex.
Hi, Flav. I assume you don't have a lot of American audience, I assume then.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll go with football tonight. That's fine.
Okay, great, perfect. So, it's the stage is all yours.
Awesome. Hi, everyone. My name's Alex. I'm head of business development from Hechi Labs, also based in South Korea, where our HQ is. For those that are delaying their sleep for the next 4 hours to watch the important game with Brazil, I don't know if your hope is as high as mine, but kudos to staying up. Anyways, huge shout out to Blockchain Game Alliance. I met Flav at Token 2049 in Singapore. We have high respect for what you guys do in this space, and it's a great pleasure to be able to introduce what we do and who we are. Hechi Labs is one of the largest and first blockchain infrastructure technology companies started in South Korea. We first began as a smart contract auditing powerhouse. So about 5 years ago, we were very fortunate enough to have gathered about half a dozen of smart contract security engineers out of Seoul and started getting a stream of a variety of different inbound requests to provide Web3 auditing services. So far, we have provided a variety of auditing services that cover DEX, mainnet audits themselves, play-to-earn games, stable coins, really in a variety of different genres, over 500 projects. So some of the clients, as you see at the bottom, including SushiSwap, SuperRare, BadgerDAO, Fractional, so on and so forth. So we started as an auditing service provider and slowly developed our competencies in the smart contract area. After having been accelerated by the Ethereum Foundation, we were able to build our own wallet solution that was primarily designed for CeFi exchanges called Genesis. Now we have pivoted that into a treasury management solution so that any dApp developers can easily and securely manage their both tokens and NFTs rather than having to rely on an individual CFO to store all of the company's assets in his or her MetaMask account or a ledger device. So that's being used by some of the largest public companies out of Korea that holds crypto, or even overseas. An exchange such as Indodex is powered by Genesis. Domestically, we also provide our proprietary trading services, so helping corporates and enterprises to trade crypto assets, since it's very difficult to buy or sell the digital assets they have, let alone the fact that it's impossible to set up a corporate account on a certified CeFi exchanges in Korea. So we help based on the one-on-one trading partnership basis. We help about over 100 companies buy and sell cryptos. This includes some of the largest banks and financial institutes. So we've been providing, from auditing to a treasury management tool to trading services, as sort of a one-stop solution for dApp developers out of South Korea. And these include not only the Metaverse project, X2Earn projects, but most importantly, the area that we're head down focused on is NFT play-to-earn games. So as some of you may be aware, Korea is the fourth largest gaming countries or markets in the world. And over the last year or so, we've had a host of some of the largest gaming companies out of Korea coming to us and ask us, hey, we've seen X Infinity, we've seen what WeMade did with Mir 4. How can I turn essentially my successful Web2 game onto a blockchain and turn that into a Web3 game as if it's some sort of a turnkey solution? So a lot of these gaming stakeholders have gone through their own learning curve, of course. One of the things that we've realized is that the core problem that we can and should solve is around the non-custodial wallet, which is why we have launched our own in-game single sign-on wallet SDK called Base Wallet, and that's something that I really wanted to talk about in today's presentation. It really, I believe, drills down the industry problem that all Web3 builders face in terms of onboarding users, making real use cases, and it sits right at the front of the experience, which is basically the wallet experience in the Web3 space. So the so-called Web3 experience starts with having to create an account in a centralized exchange, usually to top up your crypto. You have to set up a wallet through MetaMask, which, since when did you have to memorize 12 different set of random seed phrases for any purpose? And what sophisticated methods do you have besides writing them down and putting on a refrigerator in order to have it memorized? So we wanted to solve these problems, and in particular for gaming companies, the fact that they onboard users to trade and use the Web3 aspects through MetaMask has a critical issue, which is that users have to keep switching in and out of their gaming environment, whether it's a mobile, PC, or web game. So we want to create an in-game experience so that end users will never have to leave that gaming environment. At the same time, building a proprietary wallet is a risk business unless you are head down, focused on blockchain development itself. So our message is that let us take care of the blockchain security part, and game companies can and should focus on building great games. So as a result, we're here to help not only the games from Korea, but also worldwide to grow their Web3 games by easy onboarding and secure and seamless user experience around the wallet. So we have created an in-game single sign-on solution whereby you can imagine that the background of this is your gaming environment or a window. So we provide the wallet in an in-game window modal format. So users will never have to leave their game environment. They can use their social accounts such as Google, Apple, or Facebook accounts in order to create their own wallet, which takes less than 30 seconds. So we support single sign-ons, login and sign up. Users are encouraged to set up a 6-digit PIN code, which they can retrieve with SMS OTP anywhere you live. So this is really just like the Web2 experience when it comes to having to make transactions for NFT trade, sending tokens, so on and so forth. We also we can have the DIA partners integrate with other DIA partners, such as OpenSea or through Wallet Connect. The reason that we were able to make this product was because we were focused on building our competencies around smart contract, key management. So the gist of our technology revolves around using a dual sharding structure, whereby the key management is done constantly, completely non-custodial way by breaking the key into 2 pieces. So by providing these 5 different features, we were able to get most of the AAA game companies out of South Korea as our partners. We are extremely bullish for Web3 gaming next year, as that is the year where some of the largest by market cap game companies in Korea are planning to launch their own Web3 games. So as they're launching the games, again, wallet sits in the front of the Web3 experience, and we want to ensure that there is no friction whatsoever for both game partners as well as the end users. So we're very excited to kick off next year as we are slowly developing the actual use cases, both from Korea, but also out of Europe and America. One of the things that we love the most about Web3 is that it's completely borderless, just like this call here. So if you're a game company and you're looking to ways to really significantly improve your user experience without having to sacrifice security, please come talk to me. I would love to learn about your game. After which we'll provide you with the DApp registration form so that we can provide the API key for free, and testing the integration all the way to actually having it integrated on the mainnet prod environment will take less than 3 hours. As if your developers are familiar with integrating with MetaMask, it's actually not that much difference. One last thing I'll mention is that we are the only wallet partner that has a official partnership with some of the most influential L1s and L2s around the world. So namely Polygon, BNB Chain, Solana, Avalanche, Clayton, Near. So we integrate with all of these L1s and L2s, but also we're constantly looking for other new partners that we can work with in order to onboard next hundreds of more games, to onboard even billions of current Web2 gamers into the Web3 space. Thanks for your time.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Alex. Was a very cool presentation. And obviously, we will create more opportunities for you and for the other members as well to tackle this topic around adoption for players. Should players use understand wallets is obviously something very interesting to tackle. Though having the opportunity to capitalize on your expertise, I see Netmarble, one of the biggest game publisher in the world. It will be very beneficial to have you on this panel as well. So again, was a great chat in Singapore, and very happy that today we have you as a member. Thanks, Alex. And the best of luck for tonight, for sure. I will be with you. So I will like to ask Ed, if you're ready to present and take the stage as well.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for having me. Let me get my tab shared and give you a quick introduction to what we've been building. So for those of you who may not know, my name is Ed, although I go by Snoop Frog in the Web3 world. We created a collection called The Notorious Frogs of Frogland back in September of 2021. This was back when there were only a couple of Web3 metaverse experiences out on the market. You had your Sandbox and you had your Decentraland. Both are great, but we really felt that both didn't quite live up to the demand that people have for the artwork that they know and love and they spend so much money on in the Web3 space. So we wanted to change that. We wanted to go about and build a world that had high graphical fidelity, that had rich engagement, and that really followed the lore and the storyline of each and everyone's avatars. And so with that, we introduced our founding district, the centralmost part of a metaverse that we call New Pangaea. Now, New Pangaea is effectively a world that is meant to bring NFT collections together to promote the growth of the space in a fun, engaging, and enjoyable way. The collection sold in September of 2021. There's 10,000 Notorious Frogs listed at, I think it's 0.08 ETH each, which brought in about 800 ETH, or seed round, if you will.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Ed, could you click on the slideshow so it will be on full screen for everyone?
Yes, indeed.
Perfect. Yeah, there we go.
Thank you. So yes, we have an incredibly amazing community, one of the best in the space, might I add. I'm sure a lot of people say that, but we actually mean it. We have about 98% of our holders have not listed on secondary. About 50% simply haven't listed ever since they minted. There's about 2,300 holders, a number that is gradually increasing. And we've done about maybe 2,600 ETH on the secondary market. So overall, it's a project that's been building over for now well over a year. And with that, we have a tremendous team. Our team has come from all walks of the Hollywood, tech, and entertainment space. Myself, I've been developing self-contained VR headsets. In fact, I built the very first self-contained VR headset back in 2012, formed a partnership with NVIDIA in about 2017, and have built virtual reality consumer products with the likes of Mattel and Samsung and NVIDIA along the way. My co-founders are some equally impressive individuals. We have Anthony Schaefer, better known as Shrimp, who's one of the incredible creative directors from Hollywood, who's worked on all sorts of IP, everything from creating the Patronus in Harry Potter, to working on the Michael Jackson hologram, to working on all of the IP that you probably know and love from the likes of Disney and ILM. We have Matt Wilhelm, Address Exception, as you can know in the space, or Froggy Digital in Frogland, who's rather sharp when it comes to Web3. He's been building, prior to this, a hack-proof cryptographic voting machine for the US government. There was an open source project that Microsoft have been investing heavily into. Daniel, another one of our tech leads, has been focusing on the energy sector before coming into Web3, is a serial founder, exited his own startup, and is a rather impressive chap indeed. Andy is our herder of the cats, I like to say, our lead producer and community head, who does practically everything at all points in time. Didi is my better three-quarters and one of our initial concept artists. And Damon Wolf, again, is another gentleman who's come from Hollywood, worked for about 20 years with Anthony Schaefer, and really knows the narrative stuff inside this world. So all in all, the founding team knows their stuff. But we realized we need to build something bigger and better. and something that has legs to stand on for quite some time. And we felt, who's going to be the best people to do that with? Fortunately, in my former life, I had an advisor, a gentleman by the name of Dr. Dave Ranyard, who's a very cool chap. He and the rest of his team, who had the former management team of Sony's flagship London studio, who had worked on games like Wipeout and The Getaway, but most importantly, of course, PlayStation Home. So these are some individuals who know how to build fun, engaging, and large-scale experiences, were brought on board to work with us to play any number of the pieces of content you may have already played. So with that, we have support, because of course we see marketing in the Web3 space as somewhat problematic. You can throw money into the void and hope for returns, but the reality is that's not how it works. And the way we see marketing in the Web2 world is not quite correct for what Web3 happens. Because we look at how marketing dollars are being spent. And currently, you look at a AAA game like Call of Duty, gargantuan amounts of cash, and 30% of that goes towards marketing. In my mind, we're going to see a world transpire where that 30% that's currently going to pay for billboards in Times Square will ultimately go back to those active users. And I think that is going to be the tipping point when gaming companies realize they can spend as much, if not a little bit less, on marketing that will go directly through to the players and the users of the applications. And then the marketing network effect will probably kick in even further than just having a bunch of billboard banners. So I think this is going to be the transition between Web2 gaming and Web3 gaming. And with that, we need the support of incredible people. So we're fortunate to have the likes of Drummer Boy, who's a double Grammy Award-winning music producer who's been creating content for us in our metaverse, might I add, for free. We have Scott Page, the saxophone player from Pink Floyd. We have Little Mo, we have Fisher. We have some really, really cool members who are in our community who have purchased Frogs and are there because they like what they're seeing. So with this premise, what exactly is New Pangea? What is the metaverse? Well, effectively, we see a metaverse as a three-dimensional social media platform. We see Web3 as a transition from a 2D to a 3D internet. And we see virtual land in these metaverses effectively as your social media pages, but in a rich and gamified world. The backgrounds you can see are, in fact, screenshots taken from the 7 biomes that if you have a frog, you would also have access to. Effectively, a social media platform where you can create, sell, play, build, imagine, and share content. A world that is built by users' choices, with artwork that has been contributed both by professionals making it, but also by members of the community. The frogs were our initial collection. We made the promise, if you buy a frog, you get a free plot of land. And we delivered on that promise a few short weeks ago, whereby everyone who had purchased a frog was able to come to our website and claim a free plot of land. And that land, as mentioned, would be one of 7 biomes. There are various videos on YouTube I would urge you to check out so you can see what these biomes look like. And on top of the biomes themselves, we're in the process of releasing a number of mini games. We feel mini games are very important because, of course, having one video game, an overarching narrative, if you will be interesting for some people, but there's a lot of people out there. And we want to make sure anyone who comes into the space at any given moment in time will have something fun they will find engaging. So you can see everything from the initial playable demo we had, which was the Dragonfly Social Club, all the way through to a Magic the Gathering style card game, to a Streets of Rage style card game, to a Catan style game, to a Crossy Road style game, all the way through to virtual and augmented reality style games. So effectively, we're building the tools that can bring Web2 games into the Web3 space, and we're allowing developers to leverage them to then bring their games into the same Web3 space and bring it into this larger overarching metaverse that we're developing. We've worked with some very cool people over the years. Here's just a few names of those that we've been lucky enough to build technology for. And I'm sure there are going to be certainly a few more. GDC, we're actually one of the first projects to be presenting to GDC on the state of the industry. And last year, I was quite fortunate to be introduced to the United Nations to ask to give a presentation about the metaverse, NFTs, and Web3. So overall, we really want to take those people who are looking on the sidelines at what this space is and bring them in and let them find a home of happy people who are willing to help them build and point them in the right direction to really understand what this space is. So with that, I think I'm pretty much on my 10th minute, so I will quiet on and down.
Thank you very much, Ed. Really appreciate it, and actually happy to welcome maybe the most famous frags in the NFT space as members of the BGA, and go with you in your vision to bring a whole community built through NFTs into games. So obviously try to help you collaborate with meaningful partners as well involved in blockchain gaming. And yeah, very happy to have you. We'll be happy also to see have any other opportunity to see the games through our demo day again. Will be very fun. Thank you, Ed.
Thank you.
Damien, if you're ready, I would love to have you on stage to introduce Terra Noir. Very happy to have you.
Yes, perfect. I'm ready. Can you hear me well?
Yes, we can, and we can see the presentation.
That's awesome. Thanks. Really happy to be here. Really happy to present to everybody what we do at Terra Noir ecosystem, which is basically Terra Noir and Capsule Corp Labs. And really happy and excited to be part of the BGA. So just a quick, presentation. So I'm Damien, I'm the CEO and General Manager of Terra Noir, of the labs part of Terra Noir. And the company was founded by 3 French entrepreneurs, Michael, which is a dev profile and serial entrepreneur, Martin and Clément. And they had this idea to build something that actually we spoke about the application part. We spoke about the tooling part, but we didn't speak about the infrastructure part, because when you need to build a game or to build an application, you need an infrastructure. And so Clément, Martin, and Michael had this credible idea to build one of the few French blockchain specialized in NFTs and based on the layer 0 Polkadot. So it's not an EVM, it's a substrate. So it was, thanks for all your presentation before. I saw a lot of things really interesting that definitely have to talk about later on. But so this ecosystem, Terra Noir ecosystem, is built out of 2 entities. The first one, as I said, is the Terra Noir side, is the infrastructure company, foundation, we say in Web3. Because the value of an infrastructure is only existing when it's used, we decided to create the labs 10 months ago with the mission to develop the use cases around NFT technology on the Terra Noir infrastructure. We are currently helping NFT project from the ideation phase to the delivery phase through our skills and resources in startups and independent games, as well as in big corporations and studios. We have more than 50% of our portfolio made out of games. And we are currently all the time trying to help more and more games and studios to build Web3 games or incorporate Web3 features in their Web2 games. So we help them to make it really easy for anybody to launch something, a NFT project, especially in gaming. Why? Because we developed a SDK in JavaScript, Unreal Engine, and Unity to develop Web3 games and incorporate Web3 features into Web2 games. We are trying to making more and more easy to incorporate NFT features inside the games through the fact that we are based on Polkadot layer 0, meaning that we don't have any smart contracts. Smart contracts are called pallets in Polkadot ecosystem, meaning that they are already pre-audited and you don't have to make any audit or pay for them, because it's already pre-audited and it's already validated by Terra Noir. So it's the idea is to be an infra, a plug-and-play infra, to make it really easy to develop NFT tooling on the ecosystem. As I said, we developed all the tools to make it really easy, and we have also an ecosystem of what we call white label tools with the wallet, a marketplace, or SDK to incorporate directly into your gaming experience. And we also help companies, and that could be startups or big corporates, to from the ideation phase through the delivery phase, but also to kickstart their project on marketing through our ecosystem and the different community. We have today a community of more than 200K people following us. and strong relationship with KOLs, most important French KOLs, we're gonna say. Terre Noire is we're gonna say a specialist into the infrastructure, blockchain infrastructure industry, because we are only focusing on NFT technology, meaning that we are, of course, developing what we call the basic features that every applications, the apps or games could use today on every kind of blockchain existing right now. But we are also developing what we call advanced features and exclusable features, meaning the exclusable features are only the only features that you can find on the Terre Noire ecosystems. And these two features are currently in development and will will be released on the next phase, because we are currently in phase 3. And basically the main idea is to make it something really simple and standardized to increase the utility and the usage of these utility features for NFT in every kind of application, and especially in gaming. So that's what we basically are currently developing on our infrastructure, and we make our resources through services and products at the labs to make it really easy to incorporate them in your games. 2 ways at the labs. You have 2 ways to build on our ecosystem. First of all, you have a technical background, so you can directly use our SDKs and our ecosystem of tools to build something on our infrastructure. Or you don't have enough time, and you can use the labs through our resources that are specialized, of course, in using our infrastructure to help you from ideation to shipping your features. We are currently working with different independent games as well as gaming studios, sorry. And the beauty of it is that we try to have a holistic vision where we want to help builders build their NFT projects from every kind of skills, and help them on every kind of skills you need to develop the project. So meaning not only the delivery and the shipping phase, but also all the marketing part, the strategy part, the financing part as well, because we raised in August 8 million in equity through institutional funds, and we sold more than 12 million tokens. And we are currently working, and we've worked with some of different industry, but mainly gaming, where we develop our own games, but we helped other gaming studios and independent gaming games to basically incorporate Web3 features or build their Web3 games on our ecosystems. So really happy to discuss with all of you if you need an infra to build your games in France as well as in all the part of the world. Really happy to speak with you guys and be part of this incredible community.
Perfect, and we have your contact here, so anyone who would like to chat with Damien. Thanks, Damien, for the presentation. Obviously, as I am French myself, I see the blockchain ecosystem in France growing, with you guys growing as well. So pretty exciting to see you as a member of the BGA and work with you on the side of the blockchain gaming ecosystem. Also talking about new tech innovation through NFTs, usage of NFTs for games would be very interesting to have your opinion, because you're developing new ways also to use NFTs, new tech. And yeah, thank you very much for the presentation. Very happy to have you, Damien.
Thank you. Very happy to be here too.
So the last person to share his presentation will be Tolga. Tolga, are you ready?
Hello, I am ready. Thank you, Flavien. And Hello everyone, this is Tolga Öztürk, co-founder of Funverse Games. I am a computer engineer and I have more than 12 years of experience in the game industry, mostly as a business developer. I have seen the upsides and the downsides of the managing startups. Now I am managing a great team of 44 people with a very promising future. Today I am very excited to talk about our biggest excitement, Funverse Games. Funverse Games is a core gaming studio in the Web3 space, and with over 44 dedicated team members, we have lots of story behind. So far, we have developed over 200 products and made 8 different game releases. We have been also selected third largest fast-growing startups in Turkey by LinkedIn. And in the past, in the last couple of years, we were developing hyper casual and casual games in the mobile, and now we are focusing on the mid-core and the hardcore gaming in the PC area. And we aim to acquire users from Web 2 and then convert them in the Web 3 space. Our main strategy is like that, because we are believing that Web 3 is not ready for the gamers right now. On the monetization side, in the past, we were using ads and in-app purchases before, and now we are using in-app purchases, subscriptions, tokens, and NFT sale as a hybrid model. And this is Hitan Boom. Hitan Boom is a PC platform first MOBA game that includes mid-core game mechanics. The game is a bridge between Web 2 and the Web 3 space. We are helping people to get on board to Web 3 actually. And in Hitan Boom, you can also use all your NFT assets from all other platforms. Like when you are just buying any NFTs, you can use on mobile, PC, and the console platform too. And Hitan Boom is a multiplayer game that players are trying to survive and be the last one with their team. The robots are animalistic and they have mythological powers. Players can fight against enemies by using their skills in mythologic themed arenas. You can equip some power-ups, you need to eliminate some enemies, and also use some tactical advantages of the environments and maps. And if you haven't know any idea about the MOBA, you can just check League of Legends or so Heroes of Storm, for example. And these are our environments. We have really high quality arts in there, and we have really big team as an art in our studio. And we believe that relying on Web3 monetization can be risky right now, and it is not completely ready yet. So we believe that hybrid monetization systems will lead the industry in the upcoming years. So we are positioned with Hitan Boom as a mid-core game, and we will use hybrid monetization to onboard players to Web3 space. How we can do that? Actually, normal Web2 users will gonna use same mechanics on the monetization side, in purchase and battle pass, like subscription models. But on the Web3 space, when they decided to move their all assets to Web3 space, they just need to connect their wallets, and they will become then a Web3 users. And you can also see a cycle at the right of the middle of our screen. People at this first stage, they are trying to play our games with their skills, and then they are deciding to play long time or buying battle pass. Then they are earning some diamonds, and they are deciding to convert these diamonds to or HMB tokens, or just they are keep buying some cosmetics or progress. If they decided to convert their diamonds to HMB tokens, they can also use these HMB tokens to buy some cosmetics with discount, or they can just get their fiat currency. We believe that this will gonna work better with when we compare with the other games in the Web3 space right now. We have also our own marketplace. We will add some kind of rent and staking mechanics maybe in the future of our product. And this is our tokenomics, and tokenomics is similar with lots of game from the industry right now. If you have any questions, just ping me about our future plans about it. And when we all look at our roadmap, in 2023, we have a beta release in the first quarter of next year, actually. And we will also start to sell our CDAM private tokens. And then on the next quarter of the 2023, we will start an IDO and we will scale our games on the PC area. And at the end of the year, we will release the mobile version of the Hitan Boom. And then we will start to global esports events on the next coming years. Thank you so much this opportunity. Thank you for listening, guys.
Thank you very much. Yeah, perfect. Thank you, Tolga. Actually, very exciting by the game. I'm a big player of MOBA, so count me in for sure. it looks very cool.
I will also send you a close beta test key then.
Perfect. Thanks a lot. We actually had Spider Tanks in our last demo day, showcasing the new game, what they are developing themselves. So we'll be happy to have you as well. And yes, again, guys, thanks a lot for your presentation. I wish you a very good day, and I hope to see you very soon. I will see you very soon, obviously internally within the BGA, but I hope to see you very soon doing a new video content live event, speaking events as well, online, offline. Thanks again. Have a wonderful day. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye,
Thank you.
everyone.
Guys.
Cheers.
Bye.